write down the equation of sinusoidal voltage of 50 Hz and its peak value is 20 volts. Draw the corresponding voltage versus time graph. So here in this numerical problem, frequency is given, that is 50 Hz, and peak voltage is given, that is 20 volts. So we know instantaneous voltage equation, V equal to Vm sin omega t. So where omega is what? 2 pi f. Omega value is 2 pi f. Okay. So instead of writing omega, you can write 2 pi f. So what is Vm? Vm is 20. So write 20 here. And 2 in sine of 2 into pi is 3.14, f is 50 t. So this is our voltage equation. Okay, so they have asked us to write the equation of sinusoidal voltage, that is V equal to 20 sine 314 t is our voltage equation. Now what is the time period of time period is reciprocal to frequency. So t is equal to 1 by f. What is f value? 50, that is given in the question. So 1 by 50 you will get 0.02 seconds. So you can convert that seconds into milliseconds. So if you convert seconds into milliseconds, you will just multiply, you will get 20 milliseconds. Okay, so convert seconds into milliseconds. So now our time period is 20 milliseconds. So time period, we already know, time period is the time taken to complete one cycle. So this is my sine wave. Draw the sine wave. Okay, draw the sine wave. What is the time taken to complete one cycle here? It is 20 milliseconds. So write 20 here and mention on x-axis t in milliseconds. Okay, t in milliseconds. Now, so if time taken to complete one cycle is 20 milliseconds, what is the time taken to complete half cycle? It is 10 milliseconds. What is the peak value of voltage? That is Vm. Vm is 20 volts. Okay, that is positive, plus Vm. This is plus Vm. Minus Vm, negative cycle Vm, is minus 20. Okay, minus 20 volts. Minus Vm is minus 20 volts. So mention the peak voltages. Now the peak voltage will be obtained at where? Half of 10. Okay, 10 is our half cycle. Half of 10, at half of 10, that is 5. At 5 milliseconds peak is obtained. So half of 10 and 20 is what? 15. In between, middle value of 10 and 20 is 15. So at 15 you will get the negative peak value, at 5 you will get the positive peak value. So they have asked us to draw the waveform. Okay, so this is our waveform for one complete cycle. Next question, equation of an alternating current is given, I equal to 77 sine 314 t. Find peak value of current, that is Im. Find frequency f, time period capital T, and instantaneous value at t equal to 2 milliseconds. Okay, now this is the given alternating current, I equal to 77 sine 314 t. General equation of alternating current we already know, I equal to Im sine omega t. I equal to what? Im sine omega t. Now if you compare these two equations, this 77 is nothing but Im. So what is Im value? 77 amperes. That is peak value. They have asked us to determine the peak value here. So peak value is 77 amperes. So what is omega here? Omega is 314. So if you know omega, you can determine frequency. So omega value is what? 314. So what is frequency? Omega equal to 2 pi f. So therefore f equal to omega by 2 pi. Omega is 314. 2 divided by 2 into pi value is 3.14. Just simplify it, you will get frequency as 50 Hz. Now what is the time period? Time period is reciprocal to frequency. So 1 by 50 you will get 0.02 seconds. Now instantaneous value at time t equal to 2 milliseconds they have asked. So we have to determine I value at t equal to 2 milliseconds. Milli means 10 power minus 3. 2 into 10 power minus 3. So you can rewrite it as 0.002 seconds. Okay. So now what is I? I is equal to 77 sine omega t. Omega is 314. And what is t? 0.002. Just simplify it, you will get 45.24 amperes. So instantaneous value of current at t equal to 2 milliseconds is 45.24 amperes. Next, a capacitor of capacitance 10 square by pi microfarad is connected across 220 volts 50 Hz AC mains. Okay, this is capital C. Calculate the capacitive reactance, okay, RMS value of current, and write down the equation of voltage and current. So let us first of all see what is capacitance value. 10 square by pi microfarad they have given. So just simplify it. 10 square by pi you will get 31.83. Micro means 10 power minus 6. So 31.83 into 10 power minus 6 farad is our capacitance value. And amplitude is given, that is 220 volts. Okay. Now capacitive reactance XC is equal to what? 1 by omega C. Omega value is 2 pi f. So 1 by 2 pi f c. So you just substitute f value and c value. Pi value you already know. So 1 divided by 2 pi into 50 into 31.83 into 10 power minus 6. Just simplify, you will get capacitive reactance XC. Okay, capacitive reactance XC is equal to 100 ohms. Now peak value of current IM, if I want to determine IM value, that is Vm by XC. What is Vm? Magnitude of the voltage, that is 220 volts divided by XC. Just now we have calculated 100 ohms. You will get 2.2 amperes. Peak value of current is 2.2 amperes. Now RMS value of current is 0.70 times of the peak value. So 0.707 into peak value is 2.2. Just substitute it. You will get IRMS, that is 1.5554 amperes. Equation of voltage V, we already know, Vm sin omega t. So omega is 2 pi f. So Vm how much is? Vm is 220. 2 into pi into f is 50 t. So 220 sin 2 pi ft, that is 314 t. So equation of current I equal to Im sin omega t plus theta. Why? Because it is a capacitive circuit. They have mentioned in the question it is a capacitive circuit. In the case of capacitive circuit, the current will lead voltage by an angle of 90 degree. Okay, it will lead by an angle of 90 degree. So instead of, I have written here I equal to Im sin omega t plus theta. So here theta value is 90 degree. Okay, instead of writing theta, I can write 90 degree. Okay, instead of writing theta, I can write 90 degree. Okay, so Im sin omega t plus theta. So 2 pi ft, omega is 2 pi ft, 2 into pi into 50 t plus 90. Okay, so this is the current equation, this is the voltage equation. Here theta equal to 90 degree. Theta is equal to 90. Why? Because in the question they have mentioned a capacitor is connected in the given circuit. They didn't give any other, there is no other element that has been mentioned here in the question. Therefore theta is equal to 90 degree. Now In a series circuit containing pure resistor and resistance and inductance, so RL circuit, current and voltage are current expression and voltage expressions are given. This is current and this is voltage. You have to determine the impedance, you have to determine the resistance, inductance, average power and power factor. So all these terms are to be determined here. Okay. So they have mentioned it is a pure resistance and inductance circuit. So therefore I have drawn here a resistor and an inductor connected in series. It is a series circuit, that's what is mentioned in the question. Okay. So voltage and current equations are given. Now what is our voltage equation? This is our voltage equation. V of t equal to 15 sin 314t plus 5 pi by 6, and I of t is 5 sin 314t plus 2 pi by 3. So what is the impedance of the circuit? Voltage by current. So voltage equation, this is our voltage, this is our current equation. So from this is the magnitude, this is the magnitude, so 15 by 5. So you can rewrite this whole term as 15 at an angle of 5 pi by 6, and the denominator also you can write as 5 at an angle of 2 pi by 3. This is theta value, angle theta. Okay, omega t value. So not omega t, I can, so of course in radians you call it as omega t, in phase you will call it as theta. So okay, so 15 by 5 you will get 3, 5 pi by 6 minus 2 pi by 3. Okay, so this is how it is solved. 15 by 5 at an angle 5 pi by 6 minus 2 pi by 3. Okay, just solve it. This is the angle. So just solve it. 15 by 5 you will get 3, and 5 pi by 6 minus 2 pi by 3 you will get pi by 6. So Z is equal to 3 at an angle of pi by 6 is nothing but 30. So magnitude is 3 and angle is 30 degrees. Okay, so now consider impedance triangle. This is our impedance triangle. This is R, this is XL, this hypotenuse is our Z. So from this impedance triangle, what is R? R is equal to Z cos theta. What is the Z value? Magnitude of Z is 3. What is theta value? 30 degrees. So just simplify it, you will get R equal to 2.6. From the impedance triangle, what is reactance? XL. XL equal to Z sin theta. Z is 3, theta is 30. So 3 sin 30, you will get 1.5 ohms. Okay. And what about XL? XL equal to omega L. Okay, inductive reactance. What about L? XL by omega. XL is about 1.5. What is omega? 314. So what is L? It is 0.0047 Henry. Inductance value is 0.0047 Henry. Okay. So they have asked us to determine the power drawn by the circuit. Average power is Vm Im by 2 cos theta, where Vm is the magnitude of voltage, magnitude of current is Im by 2 cos theta. You can write like this. What is Vm value? 15, and magnitude of current is 5. 15 into 5 by 2 cos 30. Solve it, you will get average power as 32.47 watts. What is power factor? Power factor is nothing but the cosine angle between voltage and current, that is cos theta. So cos theta is 30, so power factor is 0.86. Power factor is 0.86.